Both me and the bike, boom, hit the ground. Take us back to the hotel right now. No. I must have went out of consciousness again. I wake up the next morning, y'all, and I'm not in the same clothes I left out that last night in.
Coming off the bench while I'm coming up the court getting drenched. Who how to be? Who got a lot of D? Who popping like a P when he be hopping?
Hey, Bookies! Ooh, hey, LEI BAES! Welcome back. It's your girl Amaya Soleil, and today I'm back with another story time. And as y'all can tell by the title, I'm gonna be telling y'all a story time about the time I got blackout drunk in DC and was violated by a stranger. Y'all remember B from this story time? Yeah, we're gonna be talking about B again in this story time. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow all my social medias down in the description box down below. Go follow my main page because I be cute on there. And my little hiatus is coming to an end in June, which is this month, and I got some really cute looks coming. Speaking of, the braids about to come out. Okay, the nails be done, like all of that. Fresh new everything about to get done, down to the wax. But make sure y'all also go follow my spin page because sometimes y'all get to pick the next story time. We do story time face reveals. If y'all ever felt like, dang, I want to put a face to the person she was talking about in the story, get on the spin. And with all of that being said, let's just get right into this story now. Alright, so boom, I'm only be talking about two people in this story time. I already told y'all one, which is B. If you watch this story time, then y'all know B. The other girl I'm gonna be talking about is a girl I'm gonna give the code name Bottle Girl. So y'all, I flew to DC from Charlotte for B's 21st birthday in May 2022. The first day and a half of the trip, it was only me, B, and B's two friends. We had went to this hookah lounge, we had went to this day spa, and then to top it off, B had like this birthday dinner. After the birthday dinner though, her two friends ended up having to leave early for some reason. I don't know the reason, but they told B and she understood their situation. Now, as they was getting their stuff out of the hotel room that we all was staying in, B tells me she invited Bottle Girl to spend the night with us, and even though she knows I don't like her, she hopes I don't mind. Now, before we get into the whole story, I'm gonna tell y'all why I don't like Bottle Girl. I met both B and Bottle Girl in 8th grade when I first moved to Maryland. Me and B never had any issues until the year 2022. This story is actually the first time I ever looked at B with the side eye. Now, me and Bottle Girl, me and her never had any direct issues either. But anytime I had drama with a girl in 8th or 9th grade, Bottle Girl would just come out the woodworks and just start posting slick stubs about me on Instagram, just popping it. If me and a girl was arguing, beefing on Instagram Live, Bottle Girl would join and get in the comments talking stuff about me, telling my ops what to say about me and everything. Now, if it was just Bottle Girl's friends that I was beefing with, I would kind of understand, like, okay, you sticking up for your friend, okay, cool. But nah, sometimes she didn't even know the girls that I was beefing with. She still go look for them, find them some type of way, go click up and team up with them, start group chats with them, talking about me, just taunting me in any type of way she could. Bottle Girl never, ever, heavy on the never, ever, ever, ever. Because when I say never, ever, 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 heavy on the never, ever, ever. Because this is what make it weird. Bottle Girl never tried to start her own personal one-on-one direct beef with me. She never wanted to fight me by herself. She never wanted to beef with me by herself because she knew she would lose. But was always quick to jump in my conflicts or my beef with other people. Quick to befriend my ops even if she didn't know them, to group up, team up, and taunt me and throw shade my way. Y'all, it was so bad. It was so bad, y'all. I'm like, dang, shorty, your knees and your throat don't hurt yet? You just ain't gonna ever get up off all fours, huh? You don't even care if you suffocate, you still not gonna come up for air, huh? Y'all, she was on a lot for no reason. I'm like, I know she could suck the thickest smoothie through a baby straw. But yeah, I always felt like she was a little weird because of this, and I never liked her. Keep in mind too, y'all, B knew the exact reason I didn't like Bottle Girl. She just didn't think, oh, Maya just don't like Bottle Girl and I don't know. No, she knew the exact reason I didn't like Bottle Girl. Any Anyways, though, y'all, B ends up telling me she invited Bottle Girl, and I ended up telling her, like, well, don't expect me to be super, super, super nice to the girl because you know I don't like her, but I'm willing to be cordial with her for you because I'm not about to ruin my friend's birthday with drama. So, yeah, when Bottle Girl pulled up to the hotel, B went downstairs to the lobby to get her. They both ended up coming into the room together. Bottle Girl did speak to me. I spoke back, but for the most part, I was really quiet. Cause you know, I ain't got much to say to this girl. And I'm damn sure not about to get up and hug sis and act super, super, super fake. So really, it was just awkward silence for a little moment until Bottle Girl asked B, like, oh, what did we do so far and what are we about to do now? So they talk, B answers all her questions or whatever the case may be. But by the end of their conversation, we decide for the rest of the night, we're gonna take shots and then ride bikes and scooters, like, down the street to this taco place that was like less than 10 minutes away from the hotel that we was staying in because we was kind of hungry. Everything else was closed. We ain't have no other moves. Plus, checkout was the next morning, so really all the birthday activities B had planned, all the birthday festivities was pretty much over with. So we all took some shots together to break the ice. Sure, I know I needed some shots so I could be a little bit nicer. Cause I had agreed to be cordial, but once Bottle Girl was in my face, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even really want to talk to her for real. Honestly, truly, I just kept looking at her like, I really just don't like you for real. I really should ball your face up in my hand and crumple it like a Hidden Valley granola bar. And body slam you. And stand over top of you like Debo and say, where are them girls you was teaming up with now? They can't say you, huh? You was always hiding behind them, trying to be tough. Where them hoes at now? Huh? Where them hoes at now? Bitch. But I could tell I was making it awkward for everybody else. And when I drink, I'm outgoing and friendly times 1,000. So you know how it be when y'all pre-gaming, listening to music, taking shots, and getting ready as girls. Well, they got ready. I just waited till they was done out the bathroom, and then I looked at my legs, you know, made sure my lace was good. So after everybody was ready, we took some more shots, and I'm not gonna lie, we was mixing. We was taking shots of Crown Royal Apple and Peak Whitney. And I want to say all of us took maybe 7 to 8 shots total in like an hour and a half. I don't really know the time frame, like maybe 45 minutes to like an hour and a half, like anywhere between there. When the shots kicked in, we was dancing on live, talking for a little minute, and then we headed out. So now that we outside on the streets of DC, we was walking for a little while, and then they ended up finding them some scooters, and I found me a bike. Y'all, I swear, we was having a good time for a little moment, and out of nowhere, them shots hit me like a truck. I only ever intended to get a little tipsy. I f***ed around and got drunk. Now, one thing about drunk Amaya, she's fun, she's lit, she's super friendly and outgoing, but she's also clumsy, a certified yapper, irresponsible, and will need to pee every 5 seconds. So y'all, we was riding in the street following all the little traffic laws, and I kid y'all not. Every time we approached a red light and I had to take my feet off the pedals, both me and the bike, boom, hit the ground. If we was getting all green lights, it was cool, you know, it was a smooth ride. But the moment we had to stop, boom, both me and the bike had fallen and we cannot get the back up. I don't know why, y'all, but when I'm drunk, my legs literally feel like noodles and I cannot keep my balance. So when I say every time we had to stop for any reason, both me and the bike was down for the count. Y'all, it was happening so much, I was starting to get annoyed and irritated with the bike, as if it was the bike's fault. I start arguing with the bike. I'm like, stop pushing me. Then when the bike fall on me, I'm talking about some, get your big off of me. That's how drunk I was. I forgot the bike was an object. So drunk, y'all, I must have been going in and out of consciousness. Because next thing I know, I was sitting in the back of a car. I don't even know how I got in the car. I don't know how a car even got in the equation. I don't even remember nobody in the car pulling up to come talk to us. I was literally just laying on the streets of DC with a bike on top of me. So I'm sitting in the back seat of the car, and I just remember hearing Bottle Girl ask if the man could take us to get tacos. And I remember him telling us that he could, but he had a few licks to hit first. So B asked, well, what's a few licks, because the taco place not far from where we currently are. And that's when he started giving us the runaround. He started talking about I got a couple licks to hit over here. Then I got a couple of licks to hit over here. Then I gotta go pick up my mans that live 20 minutes from here. He was making it seem like he had to do all of that before taking us to the taco spot that was literally like less than 6 minutes away. I must have went out of consciousness again, because the next thing I remember is seeing B in the back seat sitting right next to me and hearing her cussing Bottle Girl and that man out. Like, she was literally going in screaming, y'all. I just remember hearing her say, I don't effing know, y'all. No, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I don't effing know, y'all. Take us back to the hotel right now. No, I don't effing know, y'all. I don't effing. Take us back to the hotel right now. That's all I remember hearing her say. It's my voice going out while I'm trying to mimic what she sounded like. I'm not playing. Take us back now. But the crazy part about it is I can't even tell y'all at what point the conversation went from them regularly talking to the point where she had to full-blown cuss them out, literally screaming at them, cussing them out. I don't even know at what point the conversation went left. Only thing I do remember is hearing Bottle Girl like whisper talking to the man that was in the driver's seat. I didn't say nothing at all, even though that's not like me. I didn't say nothing at all because I was too drunk. My energy was drained from just fighting with the bike, and the bike was heavy. And I was too busy in my head trying to figure out if I had to burp or throw up. Plus, at that time, I felt safe with B. She was way more aware of our surroundings. She wasn't as drunk as me. Well, that's what it seemed like. I trusted my friend, and I trusted that she was going to make sure nothing happened to us, and she was going to make sure we got back to that hotel safely. Especially judging by the way she was going in. I'm like, yeah, I trust her. She gonna fight for us, okay? Even if I ain't gonna be much help, she gonna get down, okay? As pissed as she is right now, I just know she could fight 5 men all at one time and all up. So as all of this is going on, I'm just sitting there thinking in my head, do I gotta burp or do I gotta throw up? Do I gotta burp or do I gotta throw up? Do I gotta burp or do I gotta throw up? And before my brain could come to the final decision, I just throw up all in the backseat of this man's car. And he had the type of car where the people in the backseat had to get out. Like, the people in the front seat had to fold up their seats, and then you had to get out through the front people doors. So he jumps up immediately, helps me out. First thing I noticed was a bunch of men just spawned out of nowhere. And they all was just posted up, chilling on the block like it was nothing. That was weird to me because when we was just riding bikes around all of these corners, going down all of these streets, it was like nobody was really just posted up on the block. Yeah, cars was outside, but nobody was really just all grouped up. Like, a bunch of people wasn't just grouped up on the sidewalk, just kicked up. Like, where did everybody even come from? They literally spawned out of nowhere. Well, at least that's what it seemed like to me, because I was probably going in and out of consciousness, but I really couldn't too much think or worry about that because I just felt so bad, and I just was so embarrassed. So all I kept saying over and over again was, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just kept saying that over and over and over. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I got the money to get your car detailed. I promise. Just, put your number on my phone or give me your Cash App when I, sober up in the morning. I'll send you the money. I'm just so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got the money to pay to get your car detailed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I just kept saying that over and over and over again. Like, I truly felt super bad because I know how I would feel if somebody threw up in my car. Like, not that I can really blame you for it, but now I gotta clean all of this up. Like, and depending on what you threw up, like, it might stain certain things. Like, it could get really bad. So I just felt super bad. All I could do was say sorry over and over and over and over again. I probably said sorry like 1,500 times, literally. After that, I have no memory, literally no memory of whatever happened the rest of that night. I don't even know how we made it back to the hotel. It's literally just black where the rest of my memories of that night should be. I wake up the next morning and I'm not wearing the same clothes that I just left out in the previous night. In fact, the clothes I was wearing weren't even mine. I woke up in a white top and a white miniskirt, looking like I'm about to go play Venus and Serena in a tennis match. I started thinking back to last night and I remembered I threw up. So I'm just thinking, okay, you know, maybe I threw up on my clothes and they gave me something to change into. Until I realized I have no underwear on and I don't feel dirty. I feel super clean. After a night like that, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I should at least feel sticky, like I threw up and I was falling all over the streets of DC. I'm confused as to why I feel squeaky clean, like Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap clean. So now I'm kind of worried. I watched too much Law & Order SVU. I'm like, oh my gosh, did something happen? And they tried to wash away the evidence. I peeped to the right of me, in the same bed as me, B is sleeping. Then I look over to the next bed, and Bottle Girl is sleeping. I look at my phone, y'all. I was about to miss my flight back home. Like the time was cutting it super, super, super close. So I didn't really have time to sit back and reflect. I didn't have time to wake them up and ask no questions. I had to go. So I just called my Uber and I'm getting ready as they're sleeping. And I didn't wake them up because I was being nice. Like, they still had time to sleep until it was checkout time. Plus, they didn't have a flight to catch. They just had to drive from DC back to Maryland where they lived at. Y'all, my Uber pulled up in like 7 minutes. So I'm just sitting in the Uber. I had got me some water out the vending machine. I'm just drinking the water, really trying to hydrate myself, trying to take care of myself because I really felt like poo. Can't cuss because of YouTube guidelines, like trying to get your girl. But I really felt bad. Like, I felt terrible. So I'm drinking water, trying to hydrate myself, trying to take care of myself as best as I can with the resources I got in the circumstances that I'm in. Oh! Why I throw up the water in the Uber? I was so embarrassed, but he was so nice. He just handed me like a plastic bag and he had some napkins. And luckily he had leather seats, so I was able to just wipe the water off. We pulled up to the airport. I got all the way to the gate, hoping they would still be boarding. Just to be 5 minutes late, y'all. Boom. Missed my flight. They put me on another flight, but I had to wait like 2 hours in the airport for it. And y'all, as I'm sitting there waiting at my gate, I just start feeling worse. So I call my mom. She tells me to get some Gatorade because I might need some electrolytes. I get that. I drink that. Throw that up too. I just couldn't keep nothing down. So I'm sitting at my gate and I'm just throwing up liquids at this point. Just throwing up liquids and liquids into a plastic bag because the bathroom is too far to be running back and forth to and too unsanitary for me to just sit there. I get on my flight, I get home, take a shower, and I end up taking me a little nap. It wasn't until I woke up that I was really able to check myself out. I have like this big birthmark on my left thigh, and when I say it was bruises all on the birthmark, like my birthmark is so dark, I have never gotten a bruise in this thigh, like just because, like, I don't know, maybe the skin pigment is too dark, but y'all, I had purple bruises all on my birthmark area, on my legs, everywhere. My nails was all broken off. I think I had one nail on each finger. I started looking back to some of the videos I posted on my close friends from the night before. Child, them videos was so embarrassing. I couldn't even finish watching them. Still to this day, I haven't went back to finish watching them because they were that embarrassing to watch. I was just yapping, just talking about absolutely nothing, busting out in random dances. Sometimes I would hear like B say something to me and I would respond back, but my response had nothing to do with whatever she just said to me.
Hold over. How did you get over there, Amaya?
I'm big booty. I go to my camera roll to see what other videos and stuff I done took. Y'all, while I look at my camera roll, I don't see nothing but 200 pictures of Bottle Girl all in my phone. She just in the pictures posing. Then I came across this one video, and it was a video of me like recording all of my surroundings. And in the video, I say something like, oh, let me send this to somebody, but then it cuts off.
Let me send this to my shit. My motherfucker.
I start wondering, like, why did I feel the need to take a video of all of my surroundings? And then it dawns on me that I have absolutely no memories after I threw up in that man's car. So I called B because I didn't like that feeling. I have never been that drunk to the point where I wake up and can't remember what I did the previous night. And I'm not gonna lie, the unknown scared me. So I called B. I'm like, girl, what happened last night? Because I have no memories after throwing up in that man's car. Like, the last thing I really remember is you screaming and cussing them out. So y'all, let me just act this conversation out, right? Cool. So she gonna tell me, girl, I was cussing them out because the bottle girl thought we was so messed up and drunk, and she was trying to invite a bunch of guys back to our hotel room. So I'm like, girl, what? A hotel room she didn't even pay for? Did she even ask you? B gonna tell me, nah, girl, she was trying to do it on the slick because she wasn't as drunk as us. At first, she was doing most of the talking too while I was helping you, and then I overheard her and I was like, girl, no. Do you know she tried to argue with me for a little while until she realized she was caught up, and then she tried to play it off and asking me, oh, well, can you just take us to get some tacos? I ended up telling her, like, girl, I told you she was weird. I told you that girl was weird. I also ended up asking, well, how did we make it back to the hotel if all of that was going on? She told me he ended up taking us back to the hotel and we ain't getting no tacos. So I'm like, period. That's what I'm talking about. You stood your ground. You stood your ground. Then I asked her, well, who clothes was I wearing when I woke up? Because they wasn't mine. She gonna say, oh, I think they was bottle girls because she was helping you in the shower. Y'all, I said, helping me in the shower? She gonna tell me, yeah, because when you was drunk, you kept saying you need to get in the shower, you need to get in the shower. And we asked you, you know, if you wanted to take one in the morning, but you was saying, no, you need to take a shower, you need to take a shower. So we was letting you take a shower, and you tried to get in the shower with your clothes on. So that's when Bottle Girl had ended up helping you in the shower. And that's when I started looking at B with the side eye. But then she gonna change the topic, talking about some, but don't you think it's weird that Bottle Girl wasn't like as drunk as us? Like, it really didn't even seem like she was drunk at all. And I know we took the same amount of shots. And I'm like, yeah, but in my head, baby, we can't just move past that thing you just told me prior. You just told me Shorty was helping me in the shower. Now I'm looking at B weird because you know I don't like this girl because she been on some weird animosity type stuff with me. But for two, you also witnessed her trying to do some weird stuff literally that same night, and you thought it was a good idea to let this weirdo help me in the shower? Like, see me naked and vulnerable? And no shade, the body was tea. But people be weird. How many times have we heard of people being friends, and then when they fall out, they posting each other panties, they posting embarrassing pictures of each other? She could have took pictures of my private areas or anything and sent them to her friend. She could have took pictures of me and posted them up on Backpage or Mega Personals, whatever is new now. She could have had me washing up with Nair, putting Nair all up in my cuckoo hole. Or how about the fact that she's literally a stranger to me? We were never friends. We were never enemies. I went to school with her for 1 year, which was 8th grade. I was cool with some of the same people she was cool with, and we happened to be in the hallway, and I happened to walk past those people, and she was with them. I would literally be talking to them, and she would just stand there and not say nothing. Just stand there and look at me, or stand there and be on her phone. No high and by cordialness, nothing. And then on top of that, I literally only went to school with this girl for 8th grade year. Outside of her jumping in my beef during 8th and 9th grade, I've never seen this girl again until B's birthday celebration. That girl is literally a stranger to me. Bottle Girl is dead a stranger to me. And you just let a stranger with some type of weird animosity towards me, and also you just caught her doing some weird stuff the same night you thought that was a good idea to let this girl help me in the shower. You don't know what her intentions was. You don't know what type of ulterior motive she had. Like, I never felt so violated in my entire life. Hopefully Bottle Girl had genuine intentions, but I still feel like since B knew all of that, she should have been the one to help me in the shower. Or if she was way too messed up to help me in the shower, she should have just told me, no girl, you gotta wait until the morning time. Simple. But we ended up hanging up on the phone. I think we talked about it some more, so I'll post the messages, you know, on the screen or whatever, if I could find them. But yeah, that was a story. I didn't get an R-word kit done because, like I said, 2 guidelines, can't say certain things. I didn't get an R-word kit done, but I did get tested. All of my results came back clean. And really, I just let it go since I was good. And I was just like, okay, like maybe since I was drinking, I was a little bit more friendlier than normal. Maybe somehow, some way, B thought it was a good idea, or that she felt like she could trust Bottle Girl enough to help me in the shower. Maybe she didn't think she was gonna be on the way. Like, I just get to making excuses for the people that I love. Basically, I gave my friend the benefit of the doubt because this was the first time I ever even had to look at her sideways. Just to clear it up, I only blame her for allowing Bottle Girl to help me in the shower, knowing that this girl is weird. I don't blame her for me being blackout drunk. That was completely on me. I learned my limit that day for sure, that night for sure. That was the first and last time I will ever experience that again. I'll be watching my liquor real hard now. I don't play that because I did not like the feeling of not knowing what happened. And even when B was telling me what happened, she was only giving me a brief explanation. She wasn't giving me a whole play-by-play, detail by detail. So I feel like that's just way different than what I would have been able to experience myself and see firsthand myself. It's a lot she probably could have even left out, honestly. One thing I will say though is I do feel like people don't really care about you as much as they gonna care about themselves. And I just say that to say, if it was the other way around, B wouldn't have had to worry about no girl that had secret animosity helping her in the shower. I would have did that. Or if I was too messed up to do it, I would have told her, girl, you just can't take a shower tonight. I'm going to help you in the morning. Like, that's just what I would have told her. Especially because if me and Bottle Girl was friends, that don't mean that she wasn't weird to B. A man could treat his side chick so well and go home and abuse his wife. A man could be a good father and a terrible partner. 2 siblings in a household do not get the same parents. Just because somebody's a good friend to you, do not mean they're a good friend to somebody else. And it's important to know you never know somebody else's intentions. So make sure you always on your 10s. If you're under the age of 21, make sure you watching your shots and you learn your limits so this don't ever happen to you. Because honestly, this situation could have turned out way worse. Anything could happen to you when you're that messed up. And if you are over the age of 21 and you had an experience like this, comment down below and let me know your experience. If you haven't had an experience like this yet though, please watch your cups and watch how much you drink. Learn your limit. Because when I say this was scary, like the unknown is super scary. Like I still don't want to look back at them videos because I don't know what went on. I'm too scared to look. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this video. I love all of y'all so very much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow all my social medias down in the description box down below. Go follow my main page because I be cute on there. Go follow my spam page for the tea, of course. And with all of that being said, I want to thank y'all one last time for watching this video. Bye.
Yeah.